start by thanking our chairman, Jeremy Zellner. I mean, it was a great night for me. Turns out, from the returns I'm looking at, it's a great night for Democrats in Erie County. And he certainly deserves a lot of the credit for that. I mean, we need a leader. He's been a great leader. He's always been there for me, and Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank my opponent, Christine Zarnick. She ran a relatively clean campaign. It's not, you know what? It's not easy to take a year of your life to set your life on hold. Not know whether you're going to win, and in the end, you end up with wasting all that time, and you have nothing to show for it. Believe me, I've been there in 2 of my races. I also, and I especially, before I forget, I want to thank the woman without which this would not have been possible. Thank you very much to Tori Washington's mother-in-law. You know, Tori Washington's mother-in-law. Tori is, for those of you who don't know, he's the executive director of the Democratic Committee. He is Indiana's gift to Erie County. He's been fantastic, but he's remodeling his house, and his mother-in-law has been putting him up. Without her, this wouldn't have been possible. Tori did a great job. I also want to thank Tom and Caleb and Emily and all the volunteers at headquarters. Also, my good friends at Organized Labor. They came out heavy for me, and I appreciate that. Labor's in the house. Especially the good people at IBEW Local 41. You know, my dad, I had a commercial about my dad. My dad was a local union IBEW president back in Binghamton. And IBEW is very close to my heart. Also, my friends at Unity Coalition, thank you for coming out for us. And then, of course, my staff. 4 years ago, I pointed to Jessica Schuster, my campaign manager, who apparently is more popular than me tonight. And Jessica, I said that hiring her, or asking her to be my campaign manager, was the second best decision that I ever made in my life, and I hold to that tonight. Thank you, Jessica. My deputy, Tim Callan, who knows more about Erie County than anybody else. Tim, your retirement plan is still safe. Mary Hostler, my audit deputy, who's done a good job holding everybody accountable, fantastic. Susan Gregg, my secretary, who's not here tonight because she's up in Tonawanda. She is the newest third ward council member in the city of Tonawanda. She got her own victory tonight. She and her husband Bob, close friends, some of our closest friends. Also, Eric Michaels, Bernie Charity, Jake Wagner, and Emily Marcus from her office. Also, all of the people in the Comptroller's office who do all the work, for which I take all the credit. My family, of course, my dad passed about 10 years ago. We know about that. My mother's still going strong at 94 back in Binghamton, staying up with the computer, watching the results. No, she's not doing that. We'll tell her about it in the morning. My kids, Aubrey, Jeremy, Matt, Brian, 6 grandchildren, 4 grandchildren. You know, 50 years ago, I started on this journey of getting involved in politics when I ran for a school board seat in the Binghamton area at the age of 18. This is my 16th election and my 14th victory. My wife, Debbie, has been there for all but one of them. 47 years ago when we were dating, and I was running in 1978 for a town of Binghamton councilman position, she stepped up. This was before laser printers. She hand wrote all the labels, all the mailing labels, hundreds of them, calluses on her hands. Since then, she's a cancer survivor, severe rheumatoid arthritis. She couldn't do those mailing labels today. Thank God for the laser printers. Thank you for 46 years of marriage and for all you've done in these. You know, not all my elections have been victories. Lost a couple decades ago. And just as Deb and I have accepted those results of those elections, the ones that were tough, you know, we as a community need to accept these election results and move on as a community. Yes, you know, our campaigns talked about fighting for this and fighting for that, but we also have to get along. We have to give peace a chance, as it were, and try to work with our friends across the aisle. And if we can't, then we can fight. But this is important, okay? I dedicate the next 3 years in my term to continuing what we've been doing and to working with everyone else to continue to restore leadership, respect, and integrity to the office of Comptroller, and to reach out to everyone else, whether they voted for us or not, and try to engage them and make this a better community. As I said, we've got a hard-fought victory. We can celebrate tonight, but tomorrow it's back to work. As I said many times on the campaign trail, be good, do good, God bless, go Bills.